Rob and Slim Show. Rob and Slim Show. Rob and Slim Show.
Rob and Slim Show.
S. Anthony Thomas.
That is me, good sir.
How are you doing, my friend?
Not bad at all, good sir. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you pretty amazingly. I do want to start this out by saying you don't live too far from me, dude. I didn't know if you ever wanted to go out for like a triple cheesesteak, bacon, sloppy Joe burger.
Where are you actually?
We are in Jersey Shore. We're by LBI.
Jersey. Oh, Jesus Christ! You ain't that close. What I like to do is I would like to come in there.
Ooh.
And actually come in there and sit in on the show, sit on your radio show right there with you.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
I would like to do that.
Definitely.
I'll tell you that right now. Because I'm telling you, every time you have me on your radio show, when I watch the hour before I'm on, I keep forgetting. Do you allow cursing on this show?
Fuck yes.
Of course, I was just kidding. Of course, I've heard the show 50
No, we don't fucking curse ever.
We don't fucking do that shit
Yeah,
on this
that's
goddamn
fucking
show,
language.
Anthony.
How the fuck are all the 5-year-olds gonna be allowed to watch?
Fucking
God
language.
Fucking damn it.
How are we gonna get money on YouTube if we?
Yeah,
curse?
exactly.
Oh, yeah, there was a rumor that you guys had gotten bought out by Nickelodeon.
That was true, but it didn't last long.
Adult Nickelodeon.
Adultalonian.
Adultalonian. New brand.
It was on Disney. Plus.
Here is a rundown of the last things you guys said. The last 3 times I was on your radio show.
Cool.
Okay.
I just remember the last time. No, not the last 3 times, but the last time you guys are doing something weird with a disembodied head on the desk.
We do have it still.
Yeah.
The mannequin
have
head.
that? Oh, you're gonna have to boil that damn thing. Not only do you have whatever the hell's on it, but you have whatever the hell's on it plus about 5 months of mildew on top of that damn thing. Wait a minute. The coronavirus.
Yeah.
Disembodied head near the public.
Ooh.
You bastards.
We started it.
We did it.
We started it. Anthony.
We did Corona.
They released me
Virus.
into the public.
Which one of you jackasses went to China?
Slambo? That's where he is when he's not here. He's not going to school. We just broke that story. It's Slambo eating bats.
Are you guys?
Bad soup.
Are you guys really conspiracy guys? Do you watch like this? Because I watched Zeitgeist 1, 2, 3. I watched all 3 of the damn things.
I didn't know there were multiples. I only saw the first.
No.
Oh no! There's more, buddy.
Oh
There's
wow.
more. And
I need to watch
it's like because it's one of those things where it's like if you're a teenager. Now, Trish, you said you were a teenager when you saw.
Yeah,
that?
I was like 14 when I saw it, and it freaked me the fuck out, and I like thought the everything was a lie.
The thing about movies like that is they have just enough stuff that makes sense. They're going, we had a glass of water. Then the devil came out. What the hell are you talking about?
I have a glass of water. What? No.
I think you should sell that next to the coronavirus water.
I'm drinking Corona with lime. Is that? Am I dead? Am I dead? I don't know.
Did I see you putting water in one of your drinks earlier?
Yes. Well, mine.
You freaking light.
Oh, yeah, no, I just been putting gin in mine. It threw up already.
I drink absinthe. You can't drink straight absinthe. It
really does fuck with you.
It'll really do a number on you, Anthony.
But I only have one. This is what I wanted to say first. And a lot of times I just want to come on and hang out with you guys because I enjoy your show and I like you. But it's about time for me to drop a confession on you.
Ooh.
Hard to. I'm a little emotional about this.
Hey, man, if you want to get married, we can do it right now, live,
Ooh.
whenever you're ready.
Here we go. I'm actually part of the Illuminati, guys.
Oh,
man.
And they sent me here to because you guys are talking about too much conspiracy crap, and they sent me over here to take care of you guys and finish you guys off. So
You're an assassin.
Do you have like a sound wave that's gonna kill us?
I was thinking like a wrist blade.
Or the Transformers sound wave?
I love Transformers.
I I was gonna finish you guys off with a heart attack gun, but a couple of big mouths messed it up.
S. Anthony, in all seriousness, you are almost at your 400th episode, right?
Yeah, I got 381 on my original podcast and about 48 on the second podcast.
Wow, dude, that is an amazing accomplishment. How many years have you been doing that?
Okay, well, the original podcast in 6 years, it'll be 7 in October, like late October.
Wow. Yeah, we're on our 6th season and we're in our 200th something.
This is 228.
But I think I don't know what it was about it when we hit 222. It made me feel old. I'm like, oh my god, we are veterans.
Past 200.
And just seeing guys that are just on their like 9th episode or just on their 3rd or 4th, it's like, wow, yeah, people do that. People start shows.
And the thing that cracks me up is once you've done enough of these, as you know, you have this down to such a science that you almost edit while you're doing. I can actually edit podcasts while I'm watching a football game.
Yeah. Dude,
I used to have the 2 laptops, my old one and my new one, and it's just really, you get it down to a science now.
Yeah. But even like just as far as editing goes, like we've realized, like how to speak, how to talk. Like we don't have to edit anything during when we're on live. Just when we're on breaks, just gets cut out by Slam. Like
so when we started our very first season, I was listening to every single show and I was cutting out every every little pause. Everything, and it would take me like 5 hours, and then I got to a point where I'm like, no, we're like good at talking, I don't need to do that, we need this to sound natural. We talk good, so now I just cut out like breaks, and like my show edit is like 45 minutes usually instead of like 5 hours.
This way, I've gotten it down to such a science. I was just like that. Because when you first start doing it, every pause. I don't edit coughs out now. It's like I was going. So anyway, guys, this is the anyway.
Yes, it stays.
And I leave that right in there.
Anthony, when I started, I was editing out anything that I said that I didn't like. which would be me just cutting out myself from every show.
It was 3 hours. It was like Robin who? Robin's a co-host.
A couple of guest hosts and talking to nobody. So anyway, that's fantastic.
Rob really talks good with himself.
Hey, wait a minute. Now I got 2 podcasts where I talk with myself. Damn it.
You do that. I don't think I could ever do the solo project, man. You do a killer job. You just your tone of voice, your pitch, like the melody of your voice. You really like bring me in there every time I listen to one of your shows. I do want to bring it up. It was a hard listen at first, and it must have been hard to talk about. Is your episode about gun violence that you?
Oh God, yeah. Dude, that was the worst.
Dude, you had a gun pointed in your fucking face.
Wow.
Oh, when I lived in Los Angeles, I was in my 20s. That was like a bi-monthly event.
Wow.
That neighborhood. This is when you know. That, and I'm not even saying this as a joke. It was like there were so many guns around that dudes would point a gun at you, and I just look at them like, "Look, am I who you're looking for?"
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
You ain't him. Can I go now? Okay, go ahead.
Does anything scare you after that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, that's a real situation. But does anything after that even faze you? Like shit.
No.
No. I don't think it would. Yeah.
So, you're talking about the carjack episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Because that guy had the gun. The thing is, he got into the passenger side of the car.
Oh, he did get in your car.
Normally, I'm paying attention. And I was near my uncle's house. I was like, I know the neighborhood. Everybody knows me here. Was there some criminal running through to get away? and then he put the gun in my face and tried to took the car.
Dude, that happened like not too long ago, not too many months ago. There was a guy trying to get away from cops in this town.
Oh yeah,
the guy on the tricycle.
I'm pretty sure he tried getting in Slim's house.
Yeah,
because Slim had a cop barge in and wake him up, and was like, this guy was just trying to get in your back door, and the door was kind of open. Yeah,
the whole story was like, I was fucking sleeping. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I hear this knock on my door, so I start kind of moving to my bed, trying to wake up. Like, maybe I should go get the door, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Yeah. And then out of nowhere, I hear a police. Is there anybody in here? And then, like, I like, whoa, like, so I just walk out of my fucking room in boxers and shirtless and, like, what's up? And the cop's like, do you live here? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
And the cop's like, is there any Hispanic males in here? And I'm, like, looking around, and I'm like, I don't think so.
I may have. I don't know. I got to do a DNA. I got to do an ancestry.
And he was, and then after I was like, I don't think so, he was just like, all right, well, you should lock your door. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, that is. Slim doesn't lock his door, Anthony.
He was just like, you should lock your door. After barging in and opening it, he was like, you should lock your door. There's a guy, there's a Hispanic male, and he shot a cop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
He shot at a cop. He had warrants all over every state. Every state he had warrants. And he was from Boston. And I think his girl got in an accident.
Oh, okay.
And so when the cops arrived, for some reason, he just got out and started shooting. And he stole a tricycle, like Slambo said. He stole a tricycle. He got to Wawa. He got an Uber, and he got to, I think,
hijacked that Uber.
Grand Central Station, and they got him in New York. But yeah.
Wow.
Anthony, there were cops in my yard for like 3 hours. My roommate left to go to work, and the cops were like, do you live here? And he was like, yeah.
Are you Hispanic? Are you a Hispanic? Or are you a Spaniard?
Dude, man, if I was still live, they would have had me in cuffs.
Yeah, you would have been arrested. Probably shot. Slambo would have walked out of
it. I got that Southern Italian.
Some advice for the next time that happens.
Right.
The police officers catch you in your drawers, and they have the guns on you, and they go, is there an Hispanic male? And they go, not anymore, I ate him.
He just came and left.
Yeah.
Now that'll be a story. How did I get shot 5 times? Let me tell you.
Oh man, it's Anthony. I know we've talked in the past about hip hop and stuff. Did you hear the new Eminem CD?
I heard little clips. It's just one of those weird things that I'll be honest with you. I have about 5 Eminem albums. And I haven't heard the new one. It's just like a really weird thing because we're roughly the same age.
Yes.
And so it's like I'm sitting there going, because everybody thinks hip hop is all young people.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to feel like an old dude because when I turn on the radio in the car and I hear the new songs, I swear I sound like my uncle. The hell is this?
That's what I'm wondering. How long is it going to be till Eminem is on, the oldies, CBS, 101? When is that going to happen? And am I just too old to, new shit? Or, what is it? But, yeah, no, his new album, it was great. I feel like he shit on so many people in the industry. And, that's what I don't know if I'm just, a cranky old man at this point, or is he, or are we all cranky old men?
It's funny enough, I was thinking about this earlier because I'm like, I like Eminem, I do. I haven't listened to his new album yet, but Rob's very gung-ho about it and loves Eminem, and I'm like, man, nobody I work with and everybody I work with, they're all kids. They're all 23, 24. Yeah. None of them have mentioned Eminem. And I'm like, do they even know who this guy is?
I asked my buddy who's in his 20s. I asked my friend Christian last week, and he's like, I gave up on Eminem 5 albums ago. And I'm like, what? He's still Eminem. He's still alive.
Well, the thing is, remember, first of all, you're all 1,000. That's the first thing. All right.
We're all boomers.
And the second thing is, people under 25 don't even think that. I had my 2 nephews literally laugh me out of my own house when they were younger because I was telling them about going to Tower Records, and he go, "You went to buy records, loser."
Dude, Tower Records is the best. Well, on that note, our next guest was in Clerks 2.
Yes.
And I went to work yesterday, and I'm like, I got this guy who was in Clerks 2, and they're all like, everyone's like, what? And I'm like, oh yeah, you guys are all like 20, in your 20s.
It's 2006.
You're all millennials. You don't even know this shit. Like, yeah.
It's so weird to think of Clerks 2 as like an old movie. Like it's.
Yeah. Do you remember how cool it was to literally? I remember. This is how long ago it was. I was riding the bus. I rode the bus to my house. I went downtown. I had money in my pocket, and I sat there and I bought. I bought CDs. You put the headphones on. There's music playing, and people are walking around. And it was like a cool place to hang out. It was like what people a little older went to the mall for. Yeah. And now it's like everything's on the phone. They're like, watch this, I'm gonna get 2 hours. See how class that was? Like, shut up, punk.
Everybody had a disc, man. It was all good.
I want to share something with you guys that I thought was amazing. Is I work with this woman. She's probably a little older. She's probably like the same age as you and Rob, right?
Okay.
And she recently divorced her husband, and so she's getting back into dating.
She's getting dicked.
And so she told me one day she's like, hey, like I didn't know. She's like, I was doing the dating site thing, and this guy wanted to Netflix and chill, and she's like, I thought he wanted to come over and watch the movies. And she's like, but that's not what he wanted to do. She's like, do you know what Netflix and chill is? I'm like, yeah, but yeah. I found out about it later on. Like, I originally, when the kids started talking about like Netflix and chill, I thought like, oh, okay, you hang out, watch a Netflix movie, and that's it. But that's not what it is. Like,
there's no chilling. It's
but yeah, this lady was just like, hey, it's not watching Netflix and chilling at all.
So she got fucked.
So how far into the movie did she get?
How far into The Witcher did she get? How far did The Witcher get into her?
I was curious, but I didn't ask questions. I was just like, you're right. Oh. Yeah.
Come on.
Netflix and chill is not what you thought it was.
It's just really weird because it's like this is the age where you're young enough to still do stuff physically, but your brain's like, that's stupid. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not going out to the clubs and,
yeah.
Like you want to be the old guy at the club, man. It's like, what the hell is that crap?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Facebook is trying to get you to do that dating. I don't want to date nobody on Facebook.
Oh, they got dating? I did not know that.
Oh, God, I bet. It's like, I'm sitting there going, do you know the kind of friends I have on Facebook? I barely want to type to these bastards, and you expect me to date one of them?
All I use Facebook for is for the show. I never go on like my regular feed or anything. I just go on my show page. That's it. Like my mom will be like, "Did you see what your cousin put or your aunt or whoever?" And I'm like, "No, I never look at anybody's shit. I don't care."
Well, the bad part, the bad part about it is my family, the people I know, are so active on Facebook that they are really, really good with Facebook Messenger.
Oh.
So they send the stupid cat videos directly to me. Like, I want to see that garbage.
Oh yeah, I don't reply to those. I don't even open them, so they don't even have, they don't even think I saw it. I don't give them that.
Yeah, it's like, and now it's like my father's in his late 70s, and he's remarried to a nice lady, and they're both really super cool people, So I'm like, okay, cool, but obviously the sense of humor is similar. So the stuff he's sending me, I'm like, what the hell is? What is this? Is it too late to call Child Protective Services?
It's never too late. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna take that call, but it's never too late to call. It's like really weird that you feel old. It's just not physically old. Yeah, but
you
mentally,
still can do everything. But
mentally, you're young.
It's like you turn on the radio, like I don't hear this crap.
Oh man, yeah. Are you still doing stand-up, S. Anthony?
Oh, my friend, new shows. I'm writing a entirely new show. I'll be doing probably. I'm gonna start working it out on this summer. I'm gonna go down to Philly, work it out a little bit. But I like to start everything if I'm on the East Coast, which I have been for the past few years. I like to work it all out in my hometown because my hometown of Philadelphia is very notorious. It's very notorious for being rough on you when you're working on new material.
Really?
So if I could take that ass kicking, then I know it's right.
What was your hometown in Philadelphia?
Philadelphia.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was like a particular
Stick out there a little.
I don't know. I thought it was like like maybe this particular, comedy club. Like what township? Yeah.
What hamlet are you
what
from?
What area of Philadelphia?
Philadelphia, motherfucker.
Philadelphia is cool because it's a big city with a lot of little small towns and it's called neighborhoods because everybody knows everybody in the neighborhood. Like, this is a big ass city and you don't even realize how many people you know until I travel around and every place I go somebody's yelling, "It's Anthony!" Oh, hey man. He was like, okay.
Hey you.
He's like, okay, all right. It's Anthony! Hey, person I don't remember what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely different sections of Philadelphia. There's the center Philly, where everybody goes, where everybody's connected, where everybody films movies, and then there's the corner of Philly that you try to stay away from.
Oh, that's like
the corners.
In New York City, anything over 100, you just stay away from those streets.
Yeah, because Philly is very, very similar to New York. I mean, very similar to New York. This place you can go, hey, I got a $50 bill taped to my forehead. Who cares? You go to another place. I think there's a penny in my shoe. Get that bastard.
I'll cut your foot off. Give me that shoe.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to that. I'm used to that. So when I went to LA, it wasn't really that big a deal. Except there was gangs, so it was a little different.
Yeah. Did you run with one of those gangs?
Sweet God, no.
No.
You don't want nothing to do with those.
Yeah, Mr. Thomas does not do. It's really weird because it's like I never. It's funny at my age, guys like that, those groups of people, they would always leave the athletes alone.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And the artists alone. So that's the comedy dude. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. It's football dude. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. And if you so it was like I never had to worry about that. They were like. Because they came to see me at a show.
Yes.
And I did not expect that. And actually, I did not want that. Because one guy was heckling, which was not a problem. And they were going to stomp him in the park. And I'm like, nope.
He's going to get what he deserves, S. Anthony. We'll take care of him.
I was like, first, please, they didn't even know my last name. The only time they knew my last name was when I was introduced. I'm like, shit. You should have had a stage name, damn it. I was like, y'all can't come anymore.
I'd heard that from Patrice O'Neal when he was still alive. I heard him on Opie and Anthony, and he said I think he went to prison like once, and they all like left him alone because he was funny. He's like, he made them laugh, so they were cool with him. They never fucked with him.
It's the funniest thing because even the hardcore. Street dudes now. I mean, I'm older than they are, so nobody's gonna bother me. But it's like even they know. They're like the younger ones. They know who I am. So it's like, oh, that's Mr. Thomas. Hey, Mr. Thomas. Okay, you can keep going while I viciously beat this dude. You can keep going on, man.
I'm just gonna stab this guy, right, Mr. Thomas. You have a good day. God damn. Oh, that's amazing. As Anthony, we have to wrap this up, dude, but it's always a pleasure talking to you, my friend.
You guys rule, man. You guys rule, damn it.
You rule. Where can everybody find you?
My friends, Robin Slim audience, there's two places you can find me. Actually, you can Google me, but I have two podcasts. One is the original podcast called S. Anthony Says. That's the edgy one. That's the one where I curse on it. Then there's the second podcast called the S. Anthony Thomas Show. Ooh. There will be no cursing on that show. Yeah. And when I do interviews and stuff, it'll be on that show. But Google S. Anthony Thomas, and all my stuff is there, baby. I'm everywhere.
We definitely have to talk. We definitely have to get you in live one of these days.
That'd be amazing.
Yes, indeed, my brothers.
Oh, I'd love it. Have a good one, S. Anthony.
Thank you, guys.
You too.
Take care.